What's up, guys? So I'm pulling this article off of ABC News, but I do find it very interesting. So let's get straight into it. I think you guys are gonna enjoy this. First and foremost, let's set the mood. We're gonna turn on some abduction music, some straight up you're kidnapped in the middle of the woods, some you got lost in the back rooms to never be seen again music. Here we go. Yeah, that's my shit right there. That's that you ain't gonna make it type of music. All right, now let's get into it. Indiana teen arrested for allegedly plotting a mass shooting. Police said the 18-year-old planned a school shooting for Valentine's Day. Now, I just gotta sit here and say this. What type of broken individual do you have to be that you're hurting so much you want other people to hurt? And I know that there's people that say hurt people, hurt people. Believe me, I've been through those type of situations. I've been hurt. The last thing I want is for other people to feel what I feel. So I'm the opposite of that. But again, it is crazy that people have that mindset that I suffer, the world must know pain type of people. It's weird. A teenage girl was arrested on Thursday for allegedly plotting a mass shooting at her high school on Valentine's Day. Trinity Shockley, 18, was arrested for conspiracy to commit murder, intimidation, and conspiracy to commit intimidation. She is being held without bond on the Morgan County Jail in Martinsville, Indiana. All right. According to a probable cause filing submitted by the court, the FBI Sandy's Hook Promise Say Something anonymous reporting system contacted the local sheriff after a tipster said their friend was planning an attack, had access to an AR-15 rifle, and had just ordered a bulletproof vest. It said the tip revealed that the person in question was obsessed with Nicholas Cruz. If you guys don't know who Nicholas Cruz, well, actually, I think it's going to explain it here. The mass murderer who opened fire at uh, Majority Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, on February 14, 2018. He killed 14 students and 3 staff members. The tipster described their friends as Jamie, a 12th grader who identified as transgender according to the court documents. Snapchat messages sent to the tip line included one where Jamie characterized her plans as Parkland Part 2, record showed. I've been planning this for a year, she said in one of the cited messages. Court documents showed that Shockley sought mental health counseling on Tuesday at Mooresville High School, where she was a senior. She disclosed being sexually attracted to Cruz. Wait, hold on now. Hold up now. Hold up now. Hold up now. So this is this individual. Now, typically, let's get the thumbnail. Typically, when these people start identifying as trans and all of this stuff, they try to make themselves look ugly. At least in their eyes, they think that trans is the standard of beauty. But women start shaving their head. Guys try to emulate women by looking like broken women. It's the weirdest shit. And these are the radicals of the group, right? This is what I'm trying to figure out here. Clearly, this individual looks like a woman. So either the transgender bullshit was, uh, how did they start believing that they was trans? Was it other individuals in the school that was identifying as trans? Was it social media? How exactly? And I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to figure out is this, because this is still really confusing me. She was attracted to a mass murderer who was clearly a dude, sexually attracted. This is a girl who claims to be trans, but you want to fuck guys. What is the point of being I don't get it, and trying to get it just hurts my head. Or hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna hit another angle. This is crazy. It just popped up in my head. Maybe she's trying to play the long game because she likes this guy and she's trying to get in the same gel as him if they're in proximity. I don't know. I doubt it. That was crazy. That was crazy for me to think that. Anyway, let's keep going. Court documents showed that Shockley sought mental health counseling on Tuesday at Mooresville High School, where she was a senior. All right. She disclosed being sexually attracted to Cruz and said that she has already named the child. All right, maybe I'm not wrong here. she planned to have with them, according to the documents. They also claimed that she showed the counselor a heart locket with Cruz's photo inside, and she had written to him several times, "Yeah, boy, yeah, boy." Even when I miss, even when I miss, I'm not. Listen. I'm 11 for 10, even when I miss. If you fuck with me, you believe I'm 11 for 10, even when I miss. But I hit this one. All right. She probably doesn't even live in the goddamn same country. Police executed a search warrant of the apartment Shockley shared with her father on Wednesday, according to official documentation, at which they discovered on Shockley's bedroom wall photos of Cruz, Dylan Roof, who killed 9 people at a South Carolina church in 2015, and Andrew Blaze, who killed 3 people at a Pennsylvania grocery store in 2017. Uh-oh. Yeah, this person wanted to do this. This person absolutely wanted to do this, and there's nothing else that's gonna make me think otherwise. This shit wasn't a joke. The teen's backpack was decorated with buttons of the killer faces, which also graced the wallpaper of her laptop, officials said. On display in her room was a poster for Zero Day, a 23 film depicting a school shooting. Court documents showed that inside her notebooks were illustrations of swastika. You know what? I was just about to say it. I was just about to say it. Whenever you want to see just how messed up a person is, they always carry around a laptop. It's always going to be a Mac, and it's always going to have the pictures of what their mental illness is. So if you see a guy and he got a My Little Pony sticker on his laptop, whenever he pulls it out, you're dealing with a fucking furry deranged freak, which is actually worse than a mass murderer in my eyes. This is a joke, maybe, maybe not. But again, whenever you run into like commie kids, they always got this telltale signs, and if they got a laptop, very high probability you're able to tell right from their laptop the type of person that they are. So, all right. Also, what this is something that I'm noticing a lot of. So there is a rise of white. Oh, I hate doing this because I already know. I already know in the comments, not in the comments, but if this was another video, them white crackers hate us blackers because our blackers built everything and we didn't do nothing and we Wakanda forever. Now I mean, anyway, there is in terms of this mass murderer shooting shit. There's been a lot of them. Well, actually, this goes against the narrative because so right now there's a lot of shootings that's been happening, and they all seem to influence the next shooter because they all look up to the last shooters. Does that make sense? And a lot of them are actually so besides the nut jobs which are transgender, right? You also got these mass shooters now that's happening that's coming out that are actually I wouldn't even call them they're just radicals. They're just actual far radicals. And the craziest thing is uh we just had a white supremacist who was black. So he was a white black supremacist, white supremacist. And it's the craziest thing because he was like brainwashed or not brainwashed, but he was really deep into the Reddit hole, really deep into the Nick Fuentes. For some reason, he also liked Candace Owens, which I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says. I know she's very intelligent though, but Candace Owens be on one too sometimes with a big booty ass. Yo, she got that spooky booty. You listen. I'm a guy at the end of the day. It always comes down to booty. Guys, if you haven't seen Candace Owens, I'm just saying, if you thought Brett Cooper had a sleeper hit, I'm just saying, I need help. I need counseling. I come back trans. Anyway, it's weird because they all follow each other. They all follow each other. They all want to be like each other. Now they're all making manifestos. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the cool. What is the coolest thing? Before it used to be for girls to be gay. Remember that? Now it's you know, with black kids, instead of them being just rappers, they want to be drill artists. They want to. You got to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like these trends right now on the trans wave or whatever like that or whatever the hell it is. Right now they're making mass murderers or murderers look cool. That's what it is. It's the weirdest shit to me. Her diary entries contain confessions of self-loathing and revelations that she was bullied in school, according to official records. These thoughts won't stop. I want to hurt others. All of the time, the documents showed her writing last month. At the anonymous tip about, I'm sorry, as the anonymous, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I am saying it right, but I'm not saying it in the right pattern. Anonymous tip about Jamie suggested Shockley home contained AR-15 magazines, ammunition, and a soft armor vest, police said. Shockley later told investigators that she was joking, you ain't fucking joking, about her plans and said that she did not have access to a gun yet. I didn't have, I just, listen, I know there's a lot of fires being started in California, but that's just climate control. It just, I couldn't make these conditions, even though I'm sitting over here setting fires and have gasoline. Just because I got gasoline doesn't mean I'm setting fires. Just because I'm on camera lighting shit on fire doesn't mean I'm setting things on fire. Yo, you know one of the craziest things is when the fires was happening over in California. Every single time fires happen in California, you got a bunch of homeless people setting shit on fire, or the radicals, which are mostly leftists, setting shit on fire in California just for the sake of causing chaos. It's the craziest thing. However, Shockley cited social media posts containing photos of the magazines, flattering images about Cruz and Roof, and threats to carry out a school shooting. The Mooresville School District released a statement saying it was aware of the arrest and that Shockley will not return to the school. Mooresville Police Detective Matthew McDaniel said in court records that Shockley had received mental health counseling since freshman year and had expressed suicidal thoughts in the past, but that the school said nothing was significant enough to cause intervention. Her father would deny her the access to the resources each time Trinity would try to receive mental health assistance, according to information McDaniel said he received from the school. You want me to tell you some true shit about people who are suicidal, bro? I'm gonna tell you some real shit about suicide because I was suicidal when I was much younger. Suicide tends to hit people who tend to be much smarter. People who are suicidal will always have a smile on their face. You will never know that they're suicidal. The people who let you know that they're suicidal and X, Y, and Z and all of this shit, either one, they really are pleading for help, or two, they're just attention seekers. A lot of these kids who claim to be suicidal, because this is something that has always existed, are just seeking attention. And you play into their game when you give them attention. This is some real shit right here. I'm being honest. When I was suicidal, I remember before I was suicidal, me looking at people who were suicidal as stupid. Like, why would you want to do that? That's dumb. And then I remember when I hit a really bad rough patch in my life, it was like a voice that was consistently telling me. So as a guy, we have a voice, right? I don't know about all guys, but I can say me, I've had a couple of friends, we all sat down, we talked about it at one point. There's this fucking voice that a guy has. And we shut that voice down, right? But whenever there's something that we done that we could have done better, it always creeps back up, that voice when you're alone, that you reflect on certain things. And I don't know if it's the same way with women. I'm pretty sure it is. But I guess that they can't turn off that voice and they listen to that. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, for me, there was this voice, and that voice was my voice, but it was every negative thing that had ever happened to me, that I should have did something, that I should have acted a certain way, and that I was always fucking up and not doing enough. And the crazy thing about it is I would have some days literal me just being like, shut up, to myself, shut up. And this is coming from a person who at one point looked at people who were suicidal as stupid. You don't, again, this is the shit that happened with that Robin Williams. You would have never expected it from these type of individuals. And the truth about it is that the people who are really hurting, right? You never know. You never, the ones who are actually suicidal, the signs will be there, but you will never know. So for the ones who are always loud about it and listening to Billie Eilish and now they're crying even though they've never been through any type of trauma in their life, it's weird, bro. And you know how I got over being suicidal? You want to know how I got over being suicidal? One day, my voice was stronger than the inside voice. Literally, I said one day, yo, brain, fucked up. Stop trying to kill me, and got over it. No one could help me. It was me. And I'm not saying everybody deals with that shit the same way. Who knows? That voice may come back one day. But what I am saying, the opera jazz music is putting in work right now. You hear this background music? Um, what I am saying is everybody deals with things differently. But one thing that is solidified is these people who are claiming to be suicidal, this is the media pushing this bullshit on people that's getting it in their ideas to be this way. When you're listening to music from drill rappers or these trap artists and everything about them is drugs, money, bitches, and wanting to kill or wanting to kill themselves, or these girls are listening to these artists, especially again, I keep saying her name, Billie fucking Eilish, a girl who's literally a test tube baby who has never struggled in her life, and she's making music talking about like basically depressing music, and these little girls eat it up. Or Taylor Swift anyway, whatever. Let's finish this fucking video. This video's been long enough. Her father would deny her the access to these resources each time Trinity would try to receive mental health assistance, according to information McDaniel said he received from the school. It was the school's understanding that Mr. Shockley did not believe in mental health treatment and did not take his daughter's condition seriously, McDaniel said in a probable case filing, explaining that when Trinity turned 18 last November, she signed up for the treatment on her own. Shockley told investigators she was bullied after a drunk driver struck her in 2020, god dang, while she was waiting for the school bus, the document said. The incident, according to local media reports, left her with a fractured femur, fractured arm, sprained ACL, 2 brain contusions, and a web compression fracture. At the time, the school rallied around her and raised more than $12,000 for her recovery. Bro, hate to say it, the little ignorant black dude in me is like, man, if I got fucking half my body ripped apart by a fucking bus, the most that would happen after I die is these assholes will be pouring liquor for a minor, even though I didn't drink. Fuck that bullshit. How was you bullied and the school rallied behind you to get your recovery? That school saved your fucking life. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? $12,000 for your recovery. The school raised $12,000 for your recovery, and you were going to go to the school and start a fucking shooting on Valentine's Day? That's right, music, Caribbean music. Back me up on this. Make it more dramatic. Are you kidding me? Man, they've been really responsive, her Aunt Angela Altmeyer told a local reporter at the time. They've been wanting to send cards and whatever they can do. ABC reached out to Trinity Shockley father, Tim Shockley, and other family members for comment. No court date has been set. All right, so that's the end of the article. But I wanted to come back to something all the way back from the beginning of the video. So have you noticed that they mentioned transgender? A lot of times they would omit and not tell you key details when they're reporting crimes or news in the news. For example, when you got an African immigrant or the parasite class variety, stabbing people in London, killing little children, and then they'll show a picture of a young boy when he was 7 or 9, and now this individual's 18 and looking batshit crazy, but they'll try to paint the image, or they won't even tell you what the details of the individual is. Like when somebody done shoot up the school, we find out the person's transgender or trans, or this is a woman or something like that. They'll leave out key details. Have you noticed? They mentioned transgender multiple times. So this is in my head what I'm thinking, and this ABC is down with the lefty bullshit. What I think happened is ABC was behind, and all of the key details came out And they're just like, with the current administration that's out, we don't want to also get bashed anymore, because with the current administration, you know that they're going to do it. We can't spin it. This is what we got to do. Anyway, guys, it's funny as hell to me. Just recently, somebody told me that I was illiterate because I was reporting gaming news on my gaming channel. Listen, man, I have good days, I have bad days. I have a computer that has a goddamn 18-inch screen, and that shit be making me look like, making me feel like Pennywise with the cross-eyed bullshit. And then I'm also literally, I'm making a video right now on my Rogue Ally. You know how small this goddamn screen is to read shit? I have my good days, I have my bad days. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it. I see you guys liking my community posts. I appreciate it. I will also be doing my filter test soon. So for the fellas, you already know I want my data. For the ladies, of course, thank you guys for supporting me. This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.